This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route, and it's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
Leaves it with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Anderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal at the 1. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to search it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wake Forest's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon, 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
This time he's got it. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hernandez. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hernandez. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Bailey. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to let it go. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Catch in the middle, it's Grimes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. Turning it on!
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Hernandez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your...
Touchdown, Wake! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Fires to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. That's caught, it's Grimes. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It smothers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And some room to work. Oh, a lot of space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to pass it. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
17. 14.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hernandez. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pick! picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Find space on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.